Andre, you're the general manager of Art Lebedev Design Studio.
Yep.
What is that?
This is the biggest design house in Eastern Europe, and we produce a lot of creative stuff,
Yeah.
which runs from the industrial design, like big electronic keyboards and TV
Yeah, your
sets and stuff
keyboard
like
was
that.
very famous, right? With a lot
Exactly.
of lights. Every
Exactly.
key was a sort of
Each
a
key
TV.
was a small OLED display, and you can assign a function to each key, so it works absolutely your way.
Yeah. So there's 180 people which work in different places.
Well, 180 people, they work in different spheres of design. They work in industrial design, in web design, in graphical design, in illustrations, and we have big retail chain of our shops that sell our stuff.
Yeah. How was the company started?
It started from the fantasy of Artemi Lebedev, who is still creative director of the company. He just wanted to change the design in Russia and the attitude toward the design in Russia and to bring it to a new level, and that's what we do.
Yeah, and it's not very popular, design in Russia. I mean, production in Russia is not so
Production in
popular.
Russia
Design is not so popular.
probably slower than we like, but design is getting more and more popular, and I want to think that it's because of us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you started in 1995.
I started in 1995.
With what kind of products?
With just regular websites for big international brands, for Microsoft, Samsung, for IKEA, LG, General Motors and stuff. And we grew up to 180 people, to 3 offices in 3 different countries, to our own stores, our own cafe, and big worldwide impact.
Yeah. And then you decided that the ideas which you came up with, that you couldn't find any clients for them.
Our retail business started just like that, exactly. We had a product design department, and they come up with a few ideas, and we wanted these ideas to be spread worldwide, but we couldn't find a production, so we decided to start our own production, and that's what we do, and sell worldwide.
And you also had this intermediate idea to put your ideas on website and hope that people would come.
No people came, exactly, yeah, because we thought that we would find a production who would be interested in building our stuff, but then we decided that since nobody comes, we'd build them on our own.
Mm-hmm. And now the retail business is also.
And now the retail business is the big part of us.
Yeah. Now, also, you work for all kinds of extraordinary corporate, boring kind of companies. How does that go together? A hip design studio and all kinds of corporate identities.
Well, design is not all the way about some hip ideas, and then boring companies deserve their own design, and sometimes they need boring design, and then when boring design is necessary. So when the good designer comes, he doesn't think hip, he thinks what the task is. Because the task of design is not how to make it beautiful, it's how to make it functional for the people who is the target audience of the task.
And the people who come here, where they come from all over Russia, or where do you find the people who work here?
People who work here, they come all over Russia, they come from former Soviet republics, they even come from various countries, such as Netherlands.
Yeah, Netherlands and Americans, you have all kinds of people here. How is it run here? You're the manager. How do you do control? How do you manage? How do people challenge?
The company is controlled by like there are 2 heads of the company. There is a designer head of the company who's Lebedev. He's creative director, and he's behind all the ideas, all the designers, and he keeps their quality of work high. And I'm behind all of the managers, behind the contracts, behind the working process. So there are like 2 heads, and this creature is 2-headed.
Yeah. And people come in here at work at what time?
They come at about 12 o'clock at midday, and then they leave about midnight. And some people stay overnight, and some people just live here because we have our own coffee shop inside, we have our own bathroom inside, and you can actually spend 365 days here, not leaving the studio, just working, coming up with ideas.
What do you like? Which ideas did you like the most?
I really like Optimus keyboard because we really invested a lot of energy in it and really got big impact worldwide. And I really put a lot of power and task force in promoting the product.
Yeah.
And that's probably one of my favorite ones. There's some other websites and corporate identities that I like. Well, I like almost every product that we have.
Okay, we'll come and visit you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.